Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Friday.
Hey. Happy Friday to everybody.
You guys
Yes.
been having a great week?
Well, I tell you what, it's better now. It was actually an awesome week. Really awesome week.
So what you been doing?
Working. Working my business and God's just been blessing the business, and the ministry. And so we're just really excited about what he's doing and we're excited about what we're doing.
Absolutely.
I'm blessed, so blessed to be here with you ladies. I feel so fortunate. I got a whole bunch of beautiful women in my life.
Yes.
You're too kind.
Well,
The truth is kind.
well, awesome. It's so good to see all of you. Welcome to Financial Sins, where we kind of bring out the things that you've been doing maybe a little bit off or wrong and want to try to
Mhm.
correct those things. And so every week we have a guest or we talk about different topics in reference to how you can correct some of the things that you've been doing a little wrong. Okay. And so that's what we're here for. That's what we're doing today. Um, my name is Tanya Scott Pilcher, and I am your insurance professor, where I go out and help people that want to get into this $1 trillion industry, learn all that they need to know in order to pass the test. And then I help consumers make sure that they're choosing the best insurance plan for themselves. I'm here today with my co-host. And I'm gonna say my permanent co-host, right?
Uh-huh.
And we have Miss
Woo!
Renee. Renetta's joining us today. Hello, Renetta.
Hello. This is exciting to host with you guys. I've had such an amazing time with you guys. So to get
Mhm.
to do this on a permanent basis is definitely exciting. I am Renetta Gardner, or some of you may know me as Renetta Milner Gardner. What I do is help people understand and visualize their dream, their goal, their business goals. I work with test taking strategies, career planning, career pathing, business consulting. So I'm excited to be a part of this. And as always, we'd like to start off on Friday talking about what we've done to improve our health this week, because health is wealth. And as we talk about financial sins, we want to always stress those things that also help us to be in a better place financially. So the question for you guys, have we walked this week? The weather in Savannah has been crazy, but I've been doing some walking indoors and making sure that I've been tracking my steps. So you guys haven't seen us as much on Facebook saying hi and this is what we're doing, but we're still in the background walking for health, hashtag health walk.
All right. Listen, I did some walking, all right? I did some walking. And it was indoors. And I did around this week, maybe I didn't measure it. But I would say, because I used to walk a lot before, somewhere around 10 to 20 miles of walking this week, you know.
That is awesome.
Well, not awesome enough. Well, maybe too awesome, because I was told I was losing some weight in the wrong place. And so so anyway, my name is Anthony Murray, and I'm with World System Builder, World Financial Group. I am your insurance expert as well. And guess what? I teach financial literacy, help people understand how money works. Y'all want to know how your money works? I know how money works. I spend too much of it. I used to. I don't anymore, since I've learned uh, the value of money. You can make a lot of money, you can make a small amount of money, and those who make a small amount of money can have just as much money and even more than those who make a lot of money. Let's say you make $1 million, but you spend $1 million in one, you're still broke. What about the person that only makes $500 or $20,000 a year, but then they have $3,000 left over. Guess what? They have more money than you, Mr. Millionaire. So listen, we're going to talk about really quickly. I want to talk about what Renetta brought up about this walking and exercising stuff.
Yeah, well, absolutely. We've been talking about here for weeks, and Tanya and I started this walking for our health and adding the hashtags because, as you guys know, as insurance professionals, as you guys provide insurance quotes and those types of things are based, really, a lot of it is based on a person's
Health.
Health wealth, right? Where they are health wise, and that determines what types of policies they get. And and we carry this on, and we talk more about the things that we're doing nutrition wise, just things that we can do for ourselves, right? And we know that healthy foods, you're getting things organically, and people say, well, that costs a lot up front, but when you really kind of balance that out, it really isn't. It's a healthy and it's balanced, and it isn't that much cost wise to add some of those nutritional things to your diet. We always talk about we want to be here for the long haul, and what are we putting in, to be here for the long haul, so that we have the benefits of understanding, our financial situations and our financial health. So all of it, correlates together.
It definitely does, Renetta. And yes, the weather has been a little strange, even out here in Texas. And so I have skated, and then from skating, I have been walking. Maybe I haven't been posting because this weather out here is a mess. But we got a little sunshine. I'm definitely going to keep up with what we've been doing, and definitely changing not only the walking, but changing my diet. So when I'm out there now, walking and breathing in the fresh air, it's making you have a different mind. It is definitely clearing your mind, your body, and your soul at that time. And so now it's time to kind of work on the inside, and I've had some, I'm already a vegetarian, but I'm a bad one. Now I am definitely eating better. For me, salads, get boring. And so now it's just kind of livening up a salad where I'll have some cooked vegetables thrown on top of it. And that's my whole meal. And being able to limit overeating has been a challenge also, because, when you're on vacation a little bit, you eat just whatever you want to eat, right?
Yes, we do.
But you are right on point with bringing up that health is wealth. And we as insurance folks do definitely need to encourage others to make sure that you keep your health intact. Because when we are thinking about our lives and not thinking about our death, but thinking about our lives. And as we are growing older and getting insurance policies and caring for our family, sometimes we don't care enough for ourselves. And this is the time that we really need to think about our health. If you are not covered at this particular time in your life, this is the time to get covered. Take care of your family. And the best rates are going to come when you are healthy. And
that
that's
is so
the
true.
You're going to get the best rate.
That's so true. A lot of people take it for granted until they need it. I was thinking about that today, actually. I was thinking about how when I was younger and someone approached me about life insurance. Now, I had life insurance with the company I was working for, but they approached me, and listen, I was in between companies. All right. I had worked for, at that time, it was called A.O. Williams. All right. Well, even before A.O. Williams, I was with Mutual of Omaha. And then between companies, I went with A.O. Williams. And someone approached me about life insurance, and listen to my thought process. Oh, I'm too young for that. I don't need that. I'm too young. I'm fine right now. I'm fine. And our thought process is we'll get it when we think things are bad in our health, or we're starting to go down, and now I need life insurance because who knows what's going to happen. You know what? These ladies hit the nail on the head. Now, guess what? Regardless of your age, you may be thinking that I don't need it because I'm healthy. Wrong. That's when you get it. Because if you wait with that stupid mindset that I used to have, well, I don't need it right now. I'm too young. Um, I'll just wait. Because the mindset really is, I'll just wait till I get older, or I'll wait till something happens. And guess what? It's too late. It's like car insurance. You can't get car insurance after you had the accident.
Right.
You go to hey, I want to get some full collision car insurance. Okay. Well, can I see your car? Well, not right now. It's in the junkyard. Not going to work. Not going to happen. Even though I do have policies for 50 and up. They don't care anything about your health. But there's a few things there. You are going to be working on what is called a return of premium, right? Which isn't bad, because they're either 2 years or 3 years, depending on the company. I have over 200 companies that I deal with. It's cumbersome, right? But they all have the same type of thing, where it's either 2 or 3 years. They don't care about your health. But return of premium means that if you get a $25,000 policy and you die within that 2-year period, well, you don't get 25,000. You get return of premium whenever you paid in premium plus 10%. That's what most of the companies are doing. Plus 10. Now that's better than the money in the bank, where you're earning less than 1%. Right. And then after that 2-year or 3-year period, the full death benefit is available. Mm-hmm. So if you want to wait till something like that, go right ahead. But I don't recommend it. I recommend, while you're healthy, do this walking these ladies are talking about. I did it this week. I wish I had a counter. Man, I was stepping. Brother was stepping. I stepped until I worked up a sweat. I said, oh, yeah.
That's good.
Then, when I got finished, I said, woo, heart rate is up. Okay. Yeah. Then somebody said, honey, your pants getting baggy in the back. I said, okay. So listen, exercise is good. It's healthy for you. You need to do it. Right. You need to do it. What else are we going to talk about with this exercise thing?
Well, I'm not really sure what we were going to talk about with the exercise thing. But it made me start thinking about, the 5 ways to make life insurance more cost effective. And one was buy it when you're young, right?
Yeah.
That's the first one. That's the main one. And
that's the main one.
We all get policies when we're young. And then we found out either we've gotten the wrong policy because we didn't know anything, or, we get tired of paying the policy and then we let it lapse. Yes.
Then, when we say the wrong policy, we're not talking about it's wrong to get a term policy. It just ended. And now that's it. It's just 20 years older.
So it's like, what happened?
Yeah.
So
and then item number 2 was sometimes we need to pay that premium annually instead of monthly. And that also cuts down on the cost of your life insurance policy.
That's right.
I thought about that.
That's right. You know what? Because now, when you pay monthly, especially you're doing the ACH or automatic, all right, there's a little charge. Like one company, I have this guy, I just sold it a couple of days ago. He bought a policy for his mom, and he wanted to come out of his debit account. Well, they charged him extra for that.
Yep.
Only $13, but they charged him extra. Now, if he would have paid annually, he would have saved like $100 and almost $200. Almost $200. And I'm like, man, but hey, I can't tell people how to use their money, but I do point it out. All right, because it is a savings. And what's the third one you were thinking about, sis?
Oh, the third one was sometimes just start small.
Mm-hmm.
And then that whole life policy can build what we call cash value in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can take that cash value and put it into another policy later. But
Mm-hmm.
we always think about buying something big, but just buy something small. That will be cost effective for you also. So you may not be able to afford a $250,000 policy, but buy something small and then increase it over time. That's a very good cost effective way. And then number 4 was, health. Continue to maintain good health. That is going to be key in having a cost effective policy. All right. And so those were just a few. I think the last one was just, make sure that you reach out to us so that you can have a professional help you with getting a life insurance policy.
Absolutely. There's different types of policies out there. If you wanted to start out with the term, you could start out with the term policy that offers a conversion. All right. I have a policy available with a couple of companies where within the first 5 years, you could convert and you don't have to worry about going through another questionnaire about your health or anything like that. All right. But you will pay the higher premium for the whole life policy or index universal life policy. You will on my bike while listening to the session. All right. You go ahead, Miss Jackie.
All right, Auntie.
You just show off, girl. You show off. So yeah, you pay a little more. You pay more later on, but you don't have to worry about requalifying health-wise. All right. So there's ways you could start. You start off low. You don't have to pay that much because the only thing you could afford is that term. But then later on, you could afford more. Then you convert it over to that whole life or index universal life. And then the beauty about the index universal life, one of the things that I love, the premium, it's not fixed. All right. It's fixed in the sense to where you could pay this amount, but you also can pay a minimum. And you could do what they call overfunded, put more and pay more than what they're asking in the premium. And then there may be months when you say, ooh, you know what? I got something going on. What can I do with my premium? No problem. You contact the company and guess what they'll do? They'll use some of that cash value to pay the premium for you. So there's so many things out there, but the key is what Renetta said. Do it while you're young.
Absolutely.
Do it while you're young.
Absolutely.
Do it while you're young. Don't wait till you using the cane or the crutch or the wheelchair or
be proactive because but unfortunately though, when we are using the cane and the walker and the wheelchair, then we start thinking about, now we're older and what have I done and what are my years looking like? And, and it's about being proactive. And it is about what you mentioned, Anthony. Things have to, start in your mind. We're always talking about your mind, body, and spirit, or your mind, body, and soul. Things have to start in your mind. Get in the right mindset early. We talk about it takes 30 days for a habit and all these types of things.
Right.
That right mindset and understanding. So it's shows like this that provide understanding. So we said in all things, get understanding. So we want to make sure that we're doing that. So that we understand how, as we start to prepare, for our lives, talking about, with our children, when we start young, and we understand that, then we generationally start to pass that knowledge to our children.
Right.
So we're talking about all kinds of wealth, and we're talking about financial sins, things that we learn now, those mistakes, so that we can prevent generationally those things from happening.
Mm-hmm.
So we learn it now and understand these things now, pass it on to our children,
Mm-hmm.
start building our generations of knowledge.
Mm.
Yes.
I
Awesome.
like that boy. That girl's preaching.
Awesome. Yes.
That girl was preaching.
Okay. Okay.
What was your topic again?
Woo.
What's a good age to begin getting a policy of your own, and what's best to start off with? Asking for my young adults. The best age, 15 days.
Okay, but of your own.
But of your
As
own,
soon
But
as
of your own policy. You old enough to pay for it yourself when you get that first job.
Right.
So if you are 16 years old, 17, 18, and you're working McDonald's, wherever, they're going to offer you a policy. Nothing wrong with those policies. Nothing wrong. I'm telling y'all, folks, there's nothing wrong with those. If that's what all you could do, then do that. But you definitely need to get something outside of work, especially when you're young. You know why? Because you're going to be changing jobs.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be changing jobs. And I'm going to share a horror story with you. I have a colleague who had a husband and a wife as clients. I forget which one. One of them was in between jobs and got killed in between jobs. Now, this is the worst thing. They had dropped the coverage from the job that they were on. With the mindset, well, I'll just pick up more coverage with the new job. They hadn't even started the new job yet. It got killed in a car accident.
Wow.
All right. And this is the worst part. Not only did they get killed, I mean, that is the worst part, right? But they were at fault in the accident. So, listen, people
Left the family in bad shape. Yeah.
left the family in really bad shape. I mean, the woman was, the guy said the guy's wife, my colleague said the guy's wife was just totally messed up, didn't know what they were going to do, how they were going to live, because they had no money. They didn't have enough money saved. You know what I mean? They had kids, and he was the main breadwinner, and so it was just a catastrophe. So you definitely want to make sure that you get coverage at an early age. I'm glad you brought that up. Tanya, this young did.
Yes.
You're young. Yeah, she brought that up.
And so I would say, Tanya, as early as possible, you believe that your kids should be, when they are working, that they pay something. And so getting their own insurance policy along with paying their own cell phone bill is excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So, but getting them a whole life policy of some sort, and we talked about the indexed universal life policy, but getting them to get that early. Just imagine, I think my father talked me into getting a policy when I was 25 years old. And of course, I paid a little or nothing for it. Mm-hmm. But if I would have gotten that whole life policy at that age, oh my gosh, what I would have now and today. But 20 years later, I was 45 years old and had to get another policy. And I wasn't sick or anything, so I still had a good rate. But who wants to go from paying $48 a quarter to $160 every month? So I could have, if I would have known better, done better. All right, Mama Milner.
Well, we're working on that health.
Y'all got jokes. Y'all got jokes. Y'all got jokes.
All right, Mom.
Wait a minute. Now, who's Linda? Who's Linda Milner?
It's my mom.
That's Mom? Okay.
Yeah.
Tanya, Tanya, I have not seen Mom lately.
She's on.
I know, but she hasn't been, I haven't heard from,
Yeah.
Last I heard, she was selling Mary Kay or something.
Avon.
Avon. I was close.
Selling Avon.
She is the Avon lady.
Yes, yes, yes. So
All
she's
right.
the Avon lady. And remember, I told you my mom is the #1 Avon salesperson in the Savannah region. If she's not
Wow.
#1, she's #2. Okay.
Wow.
Yes.
So you can do anything no matter how. Okay. And then what is Aunt Jackie saying? Oh, wow.
Absolutely. Stop opting out. That's
Yeah.
right. And really those, and those policies aren't that expensive,
No.
because it's,
No.
covering an entire company. So you're
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Hey, let me also mention one thing about we were supposed to have a guest today.
Hmm.
They have dual position on their job. So they deal with mortgages and they also have to work as a teller. So depending on her availability, she's able to come. If she gets stuck in the teller spot, she's not able to come. If she gets stuck in a unexpected closing, she's not able to come. But hopefully she will be able to be here. When I spoke to her today to confirm, and she said she would be here. So we're waiting for her patiently. I did send her a reminder text to see. So, but nevertheless, in spite of that, we have so much to talk about. So much to talk about, especially when it comes to protecting our lives and providing for our families. Because the insurance, I was talking with somebody the other day, two brothers. Neither of them have life insurance and they own a lawn business, but they don't have life insurance. And I said, you need some type of coverage. What happens if he passes? I'm saying this right to both their faces. What happens if he dies?
Right.
What happened if you die? What's going to happen to your brother? What's going to and the young man just held his head down and he said, I don't know. What a sad commentary. He loves his brother. I mean, they hang out like this, right? All right, please explain what all it covers.
Which one?
You're
All right,
talking about insurance. What you're talking about the different types of insurance or what an insurance policy would cover. That looks like, is that Gabby? Is that mine?
that's Gabby.
Yeah, that's my daughter. So
That's
she,
your daughter. Oh, how old is
her
she?
question, hey, so her question probably, and because she's asking me, she normally refers that question to Aunt Tanya. And she's at that age. She's 26. And
26.
we're
Okay.
now looking to get a policy of her own. So she said, what should she be looking for? What for a 26-year-old, what kind of coverage? Because
Aunt
we're trying
Tanya,
to what they,
Yes,
Aunt Tanya, go ahead and take that.
Ooh,
Aunt Tanya.
Aunt Tanya, that's right. Aunt Tanya says that you need to get an universal life policy. That is a whole life policy that you can build generational wealth in. And once you get one of those policies, just like Anthony was saying a few minutes ago,
Oh,
she's
she's
out
gonna use 25. She'll be 26
next month.
correcting the mama. Yeah, correcting the
She'll
mama.
be 26 next month.
Next month.
April. April, right? Not March.
April. Yeah.
April. Y'all, look.
She gonna correct us.
That's a shame, y'all. That's a shame. That's a shame.
How
But
dare
it's all right. It's all right. Out of the mouths of babes. You go ahead, Gabby. That's all right. Uncle Anthony's here. All right.
So go ahead, Tanya. So what else about that type of
So
policy?
your index universal life policy, let's say that your policy is $100,000 and you have done it where it's increasing as your death benefit is increasing. In most of these policies, you are allowed to overfund it. So your premium may be, again, $25, but let's go with $40. And then you can go ahead, instead of putting this extra money that you are accumulating from working, instead of putting it in a savings account, put it into your life insurance policy. And so as time goes on, your policy can increase your cash value,
Mm-hmm.
where that cash value would be something that you can borrow against. So just imagine having a simple $100,000 policy by the time that you're 65 years old, because maybe you put in $100, you put in $150. You may have gotten a bonus, your income tax, and you put some of that money in.
Mhm.
At the end or later on, you're 65 years old now, or maybe you can do it even earlier, but let's say you're 65. Now you have money in your cash value that's totaling more than the $100,000 of life insurance benefits. On top of that, your life insurance benefit that you started at $100,000 is also increasing.
That's right.
When you pass away, your life insurance benefit went from 100 to maybe $500,000.
Mhm.
Now, wouldn't your children at that time now have a way to begin their life with $500,000 as their death benefit, as your death benefit, and increase and improve their life? So that's when we're talking about generational wealth,
Mhm.
and that what you can do for your family with this. But even if you have not passed away, this policy has, again, the cash value has built up in it, and you can pull out money to enhance your retirement. So you got your 401k, and now you got an extra $4,000, $5,000 you're pulling out every single month.
Yeah.
4,000, 5,000, you're pulling out the next month, month after
Mhm.
month after month, because
After
you
month.
overfunded. So now this policy lives along with you.
Mhm.
Now, of course, our life expectancy is 85, 95, 100, and you have all this extra money coming in, and you still have money that you leaving for your family. Oh my God. Oh, it's so awesome. And you get excited when you see it, because it's for, I mean, we can do it, but it's not going to have as much. We got to put in a whole lot more money. You myself, and your mom. I know that my policy, in order for me to really make it happen for me in the next 10 years, I got to put almost $1,000 a month in it. But guess
Me
what?
too.
If I did and I had it, I could. Okay. And it would generate enough income in it where I would have that extra money besides my 401k, or the poor way that I may have been saving, for retirement. I would increase it and boost it. So I wouldn't have to work as hard when I get 65 and 70. I can really look at retiring because I did what I was supposed to. So we tell you, Gabby, we tell Baruch, we tell the young, get your life insurance policies early in life.
Early. Early.
And if
Mhm.
you reached out to your cousin, he'll tell you that right now he pays into his life insurance policy, and everything he's putting in is
Wow.
overfunding that account.
Wow. Hey, let me address something really quick with that too, if I may. She asked a very pointed question. Please explain what all it covers. Depending on how it's designed, most of the index universal life policies are powerful. And I'll tell you why. The money that's being accumulated is tax deferred. That's one. So there's some tax benefits. The money that you take out, you could withdraw that money, is tax free. All right. You can withdraw or take a loan out, it's tax free money. Also, built into that policy are health benefits. What are the health benefits? Could be long term care, or it could be critical, chronic, or terminal illness, all right, which will also be covered. All right. You're not going to have long term care and the three of those. You'll have one set or the other. Okay. The other thing it covers is this. Um, it will earn, depending on the company, it could earn 15%. I have one company that earns 20 something percent, up to, up to. But the beauty, there's a safety net. So it's indexed, which means it's not stock, but it's attached or indexed to the stock market. So
Mhm.
if the stock market collapse, you don't earn any money during that collapse, depending on the company. But the beauty is protected. You don't lose any money because your floor or the most you could earn when the market goes bad like that is zero. So you don't earn. All right. I have one company that you will still earn 0.75%, which is still more
Mhm.
than what the banks are paying on a savings or checking account right now.
That's right.
All right. So there's some beautiful values to this. All right. The cash accumulation is crazy. It right now with the government laws in our favor. All right. At 25 years old, Gabby, girl, jump on it. Jump, jump, jump on it. All you young folks, you're 25, you're 24, you're 20, you're 29, jump on it. You know, act like there's a gold rush of California happening.
Mhm.
Jump on this
That's
thing quick
right.
and in a hurry. You know, jump on it because it is beautiful. Like Tanya said, for me to take the advantage, I have to do something. I'm a little older than Tanya, a little older than Renetta. Little, let me see. Little, there you go, like that. Little,
That's little.
little. All right. Um, I have to put serious money, $2,000-3,000 in there a month. You know, 2, 3. Why? Because I'm playing catch up.
Mhm.
So when you're older, you play catch up, but when you're younger, you forecast.
Right. Ooh.
All
Yeah.
Smart.
right.
I like that.
All
I
right.
love
That's awesome.
So
High five on that, Anthony.
that.
Yes.
all right.
All
So
right.
take the advantage of it
Yes.
because now you're in control. The younger you are, the more control you have. All right. And so it's just timing is everything. In real estate, it's always location, location, location. All right. But in this money business, it's timing, timing, timing. Okay. So I hope that helped. There's some other benefits too, you know, to it from not worrying about losing your money
Right.
because it compounds. The all the interest you earned compounds, becomes part of the principal. But is that powerful? Becomes part. So you never have to worry about loot. That's the beauty. Never. That's the law. Never ever have to worry about losing anything. And I'll tell you something else. Money in an insurance account or policy is safer than money in the bank.
Absolutely. Absolutely. 110% agree with you on that.
All right.
All right.
So I'm
Well,
shutting my mouth now.
we're supposed to talk about mortgages, and all I can think about when I think about mortgages is the price of houses and how they're
Yeah, they're up all over the place.
oh my gosh. And I believe that the interest rate is going up too. I believe it went up a little bit already. And those of you that have new homes or a home and you need to have mortgage insurance, it's something that we can also provide to you. Mortgage insurance.
Absolutely.
But I want you to remember, mortgage insurance is not for those of you that wait in our African American community and buy your big house when you're 55 years
Say it
old.
again. Say it again.
It ain't for you. They're not going to offer you a policy.
Say it again.
So it's 40 and under, about 40 years old. There's
Yeah.
no more policies for you to
Yep.
get for your home. Okay.
Right.
So if you don't buy that big house and want to protect it, the only other way you can protect it is to have a life insurance policy. Because you won't get mortgage insurance for it, and no one's going to send you one of them notices about getting it. If they accidentally send it to you, you're going to be denied.
Yeah.
Okay, so and I have to say it's just our community that buys their second big house once they get 50 something,
Or 60 something.
60 something.
Right?
So you don't have no coverage with mortgage insurance. So, okay. But we can provide that to you young folks that are out there still purchasing homes nice and young and getting something new during this time of year. I can tell you all that it is definitely we there are definitely a lot of programs out there this weekend. We have one out in Savannah this weekend with Carl Gilliard. He has
Okay.
a mortgage thing this Saturday. Is it the 11th? Is when is no April 11th? I'm sorry,
No, it's April the
April the
11th.
11th.
So,
April
Okay.
the
yeah,
11th.
it's April the 11th. Yes.
And
That's on now the 11th. Now the 9th, April the 9th is a Saturday because I'm going to be out of town that weekend. So the 11th is on a Monday.
yes, let me. I'm gonna try and find it while we're sitting here to pass on that information because
Okay.
they usually have some wonderful information in reference to mortgages and getting your first mortgage, along with those people that are still renting and
Hmm.
making sure that you are doing that well and getting some assistance. So let's see if I can find it.
Yeah. Hey, and let me mention about last week when we had the guys here about the educational thing. They mentioned a big steep price. I think it was $24.95 to cover the program. That breaks down into five um, five different categories. So you don't have to get the whole shooting match. You could break it down and pick and choose what you want, which the cost is a lot less. I believe it was $395 per unit or something like that, or $495, $395, something. I forget the exact cost right now for each unit. If you wanted to pick and choose, I just want that, I just want that, I just want to do this, you could do that. All right.
Yeah,
I think the point he was trying to make was if you got if you paid for the package on the annual, you get the $200 discount, and then plus you get the discount for the following year. All right. But if you say, hey, look, I don't want to do that, I just want this package, then you could zero in and get just the one packet. So there's a lot of there's just so much out of there. And you know what, folks, information is valuable, but it's not powerful unless you use it.
absolutely.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I know, Tanya, if you've picked up your information, we're talking about mortgages, and we're talking about there are a lot of other home buyer education programs. We all here in Savannah, the Economic Opportunity Authority also does home buyer education classes, and you probably can find them other places in the city. I know that's one that Tanya is talking about, and talking about what those types of programs do so that when we follow up, we're able to get guests on to talk about that. But home buyer education classes and things that they cover, so they cover things like credit and debt reduction, or how to deal with that, the types of mortgage loans that are available out there, and how to select that real estate professional, the types of things that you should look for when you're doing that. And they can also talk about down payment assistance programs, so don't be afraid of that, because there are programs out there that can help you know people at varying income levels,
Right.
and again, you have the professionals here who talk about that homeowners insurance, but they also talk about foreclosure prevention, things that you need to be aware of and to understand. And they also talk about things like debt to income ratio, some terms that we need to understand when we are ready. When we say, I want to buy a house, what's really involved in that process. So you want to look for
Mm.
those types of programs.
Wow, that's valuable. That's powerful stuff you just shared. Wow. When I grow up, I want to be just like you.
I'm taking pointers from you. Getting
Oh,
pointers from
oh,
you.
okay. Oh, that's what it is. All right. All
But
right.
that's
She's
what
quick.
that's what we
She's
want to
quick.
make sure, that we're looking at those things. And especially, and you're never too, you're never too young, you're never too old, to be able to take part in any of these types of programs. Tanya, I know you were pulling up information as well.
Yeah, so I finally found it. State Representative Carl Gilliard, in partnership with the Georgia Department of Community Affairs,
Hmm.
invites you to the Georgia Rental Assistance Seminar. That's on April 11th. That's Monday, April 11th.
Mm-hmm.
The Georgia Assistance Seminar will be at 3 o'clock to 4:30. They also will have a Georgia Dream program, and
That's
they are offering $7,500 for home purchase down payment assistance.
mm-hmm.
What?
$500.
Yes,
That's
yes.
Nobody gave me any money.
I know. 4:30 to 6 o'clock p.m. And all of this is going to be held at the Southwest Chatham Library Auditorium. That's the library that's over there by Savannah Mall,
Mm-hmm.
14097 Abercorn Street. And if you need to reach out to someone, you can call an RSVP that you will be attending at 912-436-5325, or visit the empowermentcenter.info. So you can do those things. Those things are out there to help us when it's time for us to get assistance in purchasing a home.
And these are free programs, right, Tanya? That program is
Absolutely
free. Yes, and the
free.
home buying
Wow.
programs, these are free programs.
Wow. Wow,
And
that's powerful.
it's really great that our state representative would bring those types of programs here in Savannah. And so he has been working to improve people's that's why it's called the empowerment center, in order
Mhm.
to empower people, not just get you a job, but empower you to grow your income, to grow your from going from rent to a homeowner, so just your entire life all the way around. And then let me note let me mention another program, because gas is so high that
Mm.
they're doing a gas giveaway on April 9th at 9 a.m. And this is going to be at the Chevron gas station on Abercorn. So these are some other programs that are happening in Savannah. We are definitely sharing information to help you be able to save money, save on your finances,
Mhm.
keep the money that you have, use somebody else's money. They more than likely are going to give you between $15 to $20 worth of gasoline at this event. So please, those of you, and it does not matter, you don't have to have, I'm in need. You just need to drive up and say, I'm here. It's for help or support. And again, April 9th, 2022 at 9 a.m. And it's going to be at the Chevron gas station on Abercorn. The address is 10325 Abercorn Street. I think that's over there by between Tibet and Montgomery Crossroads,
It
somewhere
is.
where that
Mhm.
event
To
is.
325 Abercorn.
Mhm. 1020
10 3. Yeah.
I lost it all together. 10 what?
10325 Abercorn.
I'm really not a dummy, y'all, but I need the help right now. Abercorn Street. Okay.
Yes,
Savannah. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
yes.
The beauty, the really good thing about that is um, everybody needs the help right now. Everybody needs the help. All right. And people need to know that what's out there, and a lot of people just don't know. This is my first time hearing about this, and it was my first time hearing about the mortgage thing too. Gas giveaway at the Chevron on at but 10325 Abercorn Street. That's in Savannah, y'all. Savannah.
Yep.
So
That's going to be on April 9th.
on April 9th. Okay.
All right. So we are thinking about what's going to happen next week for the show. And we would love for you all to join us next week, because what we are going to have out here is we're going to have a young man come on and talk with us about how to stop foreclosures. So
Mm, wow.
it doesn't look like people are going into foreclosure, but definitely during the pandemic, people are still, trying to recover from from the pandemic. And There are a lot of folks that are losing their homes. And so next week on April 1st, we'll be talking about stopping foreclosures. So we want you to make sure that you join us on next week. And then the following week, we're looking at helping moms and families out there regarding summer programs.
Mhm.
So the summer is right amongst us, and we are going to have a couple of people on the program talking about their summer program, something that is reasonable and we're able to afford. All the programs that I was trying to put my daughter in are just astronomical. When it's, something specific, she likes to draw and, do some art stuff, but the programs are like $185 a week for that program. And so I really have been on the search for a program that she would enjoy as a teenager. And I found a few out here that I really think that are great for people. I think that are great for young people to participate in. So we're going to have about 2 or 3 guests. And of course, if we're talking about summer programs, we got to have Parent University. So I'm reaching out to talk with Parent University and a couple of other of our awesome summer programs that'll be happening, because moms are looking for something already right now.
Yeah.
For their kids.
That's awesome. That's powerful. That's powerful.
All right. And so, oh gosh. Okay. All right.
All right, Norm. All right, brother. Happy birthday to you, brother.
Yes, Tanya, that program is, and we'll, and hopefully in one of the future broadcasts, we'll talk about NACA, because that is a great home buying program as well. So we can put together something around the different home buyer programs. Absolutely.
Yes. And I think we can find someone to talk about this.
I'm sure. Yes.
A whole lot more knowledge than us.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So we can reach out to those people. Thanks for that suggestion. That's great.
All right. Well, listen, we need to wrap it up because it's time. We need to come up with a closing song. It's time to no. It's time to go now. All right. And listen, folks, we really enjoyed being here today with all of your input and all of your responses to what we said and what we had to share with you. Thank you, Gabby, for correcting us on, not us, because I didn't say it. I didn't say it. On your age, all the input, how it helps. Everything that was shared, we hope that you guys found value in it. I know I did, from the exercise all the way down to the mortgage. I'm so glad you brought that up about mortgages and stuff like that. There's just a lot of programs, and we got to find out some more information about this stuff and help our people out. So my name is Anthony Murray. Thank you for being with us today.
And I am Tanya Scott Pilcher. I just want you to remember to #HealthWalk, because we need 1,000 hashtags on HealthWalk. So we want to get you all started. Might as well start with family.
Might as well.
And I'm Renetta Milner Gardner. And as always, make it a great day.
All right.
Take care, guys.
Like this. Chapter.